Hey guys, CJ here, just giving our thoughts and feelings on the Wolfenstein demo that we actually got to play for Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, at Expo 2017. Now, short to say, if you liked the reboot of Wolfenstein that came out a few years ago, you should probably just go and pre-order this right now, because it is incredible.
The old and the weak are doomed.
Speaking on the presentation itself, we walked into this room, we were in line, they led us into this area, and it was all tiled off in this in a chessboarded sort of tiled area with old diner seats. So they're bringing back the old diner theme for that, which was pretty cool. I had my nice leather seat in the booth there, and they actually set this up on PC with they gave you an option of a controller and they gave you a keyboard, which was excellent. Thank you so much for that, because some of the other games that we played where you had to play on a console definitely hurt it. I definitely found it more difficult to play some of the other games that we did with controllers rather than just using our natural mouse and keyboard, especially for first-person shooters, so big ups to Bethesda for coming through with that. It just looks gorgeous. It runs so smooth. And that gunplay, on point.
It's you. Take this. They're looking for you. Oh shit! Here they come.
So basically you wake up from a bit of a coma, you get into your wheelchair and you just start wheeling yourself around, pick up a machine gun and start blasting the shit out of Nazis in a wheelchair. It's pretty badass. Now, the controls are very simplified for this. Like, I had no problem just getting around, doing whatever I wanted to do, getting where I needed to be very quickly. The gunplay, just like Doom, just like the last Wolfenstein, is so tight. All the guns felt so impactful, which I think is a big thing that a lot of games are missing these days. Is a lot of these games that come out nowadays, you'll fire off some of these guns, and they sound a bit pop-cappy. They don't have that oomph, that feeling of strength or force behind them, but definitely got that sense in this game, and also in Far Cry 5, which I'll talk about in another video probably tomorrow. But yeah, definitely in this game, that the rattle of the machine guns and the hitting of those bodies and the screams of the men, everything just felt so forceful, so impactful, and so visceral. It was really, really well done. One thing I got to give Machine Head Games props for is actually having swastikas. There are swastikas everywhere. If you're going to do a game where you're fighting Nazis, I don't know, maybe add swastikas. They had them. Another thing that I did love about this level is the sense of being grounded in that world. You come out and you're in this white bathrobe that you first put on before you hop into your the wheelchair. And slowly throughout that level, that bathrobe becomes more and more just covered in blood, and you get grittier and grittier and grittier as you go on. The level design was surprisingly open. There was a lot of different paths to take. Now, it's not that a lot of these paths will eventually lead you to completely different circumstances. A lot of the paths wrap back around on themselves. More of a small maze type environment where there's a lot of little hidden secret areas, or a lot of places you might want to go check out storage closets for health and ammo and all of these things first. A few cool mechanics, but there was this big spinning turbine thing when I was in this room, and you basically had to get your wheelchair onto one of the platforms of the spinning turbine and be lifted and thrown over to the opposite side, which I thought was really cool. The health system used in this is similar to that of Doom, I believe, where you don't have regenerating health. If you want health, you need to find health packs, and you need to find armor, and you need to pick that up, and that's just going to be there. It's got that old school, more arcadey feely of games, which I'm glad is actually coming back, rather than just having to stand behind, you know, a rock or shoot someone and just stand in the one spot for 10 seconds and then your health will regenerate back to 100. I played this through on hard, and I did die a fair few times just in this little demo area, to the point that I was looking over my shoulder seeing if the developer was watching. I wanted to see what it was like on hard, and I was not disappointed. It is challenging, but not in a sense that feels cheap. It definitely felt very much on the mark. So you get to the end of this demo, and the character, this is where the characters really shine through in the acting and the level of performances in this game, with Frau Engel there, and the menacing, the really overbearing Nazi forces that she has at her side that just look absolutely incredible. They have like amazing character design in this game. But Frau Engel and her daughter, who she's just constantly fat shaming and telling her she can't be eating candy bars and she's going to be sent to a health camp, and then eventually peer pressuring her into possibly decapitating one of these people while everyone's clapping and cheering her on to kill this person that she clearly doesn't want to have to put an axe into the neck of. Very, very deep stuff, very dark stuff, but very amazing character performance and capture, and I cannot wait to see more of that.
Was haben meine Männer in deinem Zimmer gefunden, als sie es durchsucht haben? Schokolade, Kekse, Limonade, Bonbons. Ganz abzusehen von den kranken Sachen, die du in dein Tagebuch geschrieben hast. Du willst sie befreien? Gut. Nimm! Mach schon. Befrei ihren Kopf von ihren Schultern.
Du hast mein Tagebuch gelesen.
Lenk dich ab! Köpfe sie! Oder du kannst dich auf was gefasst machen. Los!
Alright guys, thanks for watching. There'll be more to come. We'll probably do more EB Expo stuff for Super Mario Odyssey, which was a big win. And Far Cry 5, which has me... I enjoyed it, but I'm skeptical on some things. So if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys.
Look like a vision out of Dante's Inferno.
Monsters did this.
Not monsters. Men. America? I guess they don't have the fighting spirit no more. They just do whatever the fucking Fuhrer tells them to do.
We gotta set this right, Grace. Put the fighting spirit back in the American people. Ignite a revolution.
You want to strike fear in the Nazis? You want to cause some real motherfucking havoc? Well, then you come to the right woman. You still got some Nazi fighting killing skills up in you? I got a plan that's gonna send shockwaves throughout the nation.
Let's get this freak show on the road.
Going out in a blaze of glory, hallelujah!
I got a nuke in this here fire extinguisher.
Yes, of course! That sounds so good.
You should join us. We could always use more good people.
I'm sorry. Did you need this boat?
Yes, motherfucker.
They brought this war to our shores!
People gotta know they don't have to take this shit no more.
My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, tonight, we the free people of the resistance ask you to become one of us.